All right, the following video is going to show you how to set up the Reno MMU2-1600GE for a flashing yellow arrow mode B. With mode B, you're going to go ahead and make sure that the greens are wired to 1, 3, 5, and 7, and your red, yellow, and flashing yellow arrow are going to be on the overlaps 13, 14, 15, and 16. If you're not going to be using the red and yellow of channels 1, 3, 5, and 7, you're going to make sure you want to turn them off via with the wizard. It'll turn it off, but you also want to verify that it's off. So in this case, if you notice, we are not hardwiring anything to channel 1, 3, 5, and 7 red. So you want to make sure you take care of that. And of course, for your pedestrians are 9 through 12, and there is no yellows on 9, 10, 11, and 12, of course. So here's your terminal bus again. If you have any questions, we're going to go ahead and now show you how to go right to the monitor and show you how to set it up. We're going to show you how to set up the Reno MMU2-1600GE for flashing yellow arrow mode B. I'm going to go ahead and hit the enter key. Configuration and settings. Fault monitoring settings are set up. We're going to say start configuration. Yes, we are. We're going to whip down and go to wizard. Here it's telling you that we're going to be configuring the setup based on the information we provide. So here, of course, I want to do the LEDs. The PEDs here are on 9, 10, 11, and 12. Do we want to tie the PEDs red high? In this case, no. We are going to use the watchdog, and then one of the things here is for the left turn. This is for protected movement. There's modes. This is for flashing yellow arrow. When you have the MMU2, this is the 12 modes that have been chosen by NEMA. Of course, with the Reno, you can do pretty much whatever you want with a flashing yellow arrow, but we're going to go ahead and say mode MMU2, and then we're going to hit enter. And here you can go and change by pushing the arrows left and right. So here you notice there's P, but we want to go to mode B, so we're going to go ahead and move it to B. And in this case, if you say the greens are going to be on the 1, 3, 5, and 7, the red and yellow of those 3, 4 channels will not be used, and then the flash will be on 13, 14, 15, and 16 with the red, yellow, and flashing yellow arrow. Go ahead and hit set. But let's say that instead of having all 4 phases, maybe you're only doing 1. Go ahead and move down the arrow, and you can now choose to, let's say, channels 3 and 7 do not have flashing yellow arrow. So what you do is you move the up and down arrow to move across. So if you notice here, and as I said, if I wanted to turn off 3, and let's say that's a normal left turn, it would be protected, which is red, yellow, green. If it's unused, you would put U for unused, and then you have the flash back to flashing yellow arrow. So we're going to go ahead and say in this location, all 4 are going to be flashing yellow arrow. I'm going to hit enter, and then you're going to allow, do you want a concurring yellows to go? You can say yes or no there. Do you want the easy FYA programming? That's also your choice. If you want to, the yellow trap, it is on. If you want to not use the yellow trap, you would have to say yes to that question. Also, in the, if you're ignoring the FYA unused, which in this case, if you are not going to use the red and green, you want to you do not want to have that, you want them to be unused. Here we're going to say ignore unused, but we are going to say yes because we want to ignore the the red and yellow. Yellow trap is on. If you want to turn it off, you would have to say yes or ignore it. And same with the flash. If you want to disable the flash rate, and what the flash rate is, it's set up to a half-second flash on, flash off, flash on for a half a second. That's for the flashing yellow arrow. In this case, I'm going to leave it where it is going to go. If it is not flashing at the correct rate, it will put it in fault. And then here it's just telling you that it's done. Of course, you're not done until you hit Save Changes, say yes, and now you've set it up for flashing yellow arrow.
Alrighty, I went ahead and brought up the Raycon software because I'm going to go ahead and see my configuration of my flashing yellow arrow mode B as in boy. A couple of reasons why I want to make sure that my pairing is correct, meaning my parent and children are set. I also want to make sure that the red enable monitoring is set correctly. I want to let the monitor know that my PEDs are on 9, 10, 11, and 12. This is also where it's a good time to check your program card. In this case, the program card is incorrect. This isn't right. I believe this is for a mode G as in good, not a mode B. So I would have to pull out this program card and reprogram it. But this is a good opportunity to go through and check your matrix for your conflicts and your permissives. If you have any questions, feel free to contact us at support@editraffic.com, or our tech support phone number is 602-396-1284. Thank you.